In this video, I will try and provide you with 3 ways to reduce water hammering noises. And this would be, of course, noises created when you shut off your faucet. So if you're in your kitchen and you shut your faucet off and you hear the pipes go bang bang or bang once, or some of them just go pop, 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 sound like a machine gun. Well, here are 3 ways that I tried to reduce this noise, and I still haven't got it 100%, but I am going to share them with you and share the results of what actually happens. Now, the water hammering that I was dealing with was in the garage. I kept hearing the noise. So the first thing I installed was an air chamber. And that's what you're looking at here. That's what's circled in the white oval there. And this reduced the noise, I would say, maybe 20%. So I thought, okay, before I go on and start putting these valves on every faucet around the house, I figured I would try it in the garage and see if I could reduce the noise with the least amount of work. And obviously this was not a simple task. I was removing parts and soldering new pipes on. Now, the second thing I tried was adding a water hammer arrestor. These are called mini resters. They have a variety of different names, and these actually have little pistons in them and act like shock absorbers. Now, water hammering is basically caused when you shut a valve off. You shut a valve off, the water pressure keeps coming, and when you shut the valve off, the water pressure wants to keep coming out of the faucet. That abrupt stop actually causes the noise. It sends it back, and that sends a shock wave back, which actually makes the noise. And so this right here, when I put this on, I want to say it felt like it reduced it like another 10 or 20%, but in reality, I don't think it did much. And again, maybe the location wasn't located in the right spot. And if there are any plumbers out there, feel free to comment on this. As a home builder, I spent most of my time framing homes and doing room additions, and would love to have some input on anyone who could help me out here, at the same time help out everyone else. And again, I'm sharing this with you to provide you with my results of the actual installation of these products. I wasn't real happy with this particular product either. Now, here's the plumbing part that really made a difference, and this was actually a pressure relief valve, and they usually put these on the right after your water meter, so it would go anywhere in between your water meter and your home. And actually this valve, this pipe right here, this 1/2-inch pipe coming out is actually from the water meter. So the water meter comes into the house through a hose bib and then goes under the concrete to the water heater. And I've actually replumbed the entire house because of the potential problems I wanted to eliminate with plumbing under the slabs that are starting to leak in the neighborhood, and I kind of wanted to jump the gun on this. So I have one pipe that's underneath the house right now that could be a problem, but at least I don't have 10 or 20 pipes underneath the house. And if this one ever does become a problem, I will run another pipe from the water meter directly to the water heater, and that will send it through the rest of the house. Now, this one here basically solved the problem, but we paid a high price for it, and I'm not done with, I'm still looking for solutions out there, and I will report them as they work out. But I'm just going to be trying one thing at a time. But the water regulator realistically eliminated the noise about 70% at this thing right here, and I'm sure I could adjust it down even farther to get rid of the noise completely, but at the same time it reduced the water pressure to the house, I would imagine, by about 25%. And when I say that, we can still go in. I can turn the faucet on in the bathroom, turn the showers on, flush the toilets, and still get enough water pressure. But what I'm not getting is the same water pressure coming out of the kitchen faucet. And that's the only thing where I'm really seeing a big difference in the water pressure for whatever reason. The showers might have decreased the water pressure 10%. But I don't think it was much. Now there is one more thing I did after I kind of looked at this mess here, and I think I counted 6 90-degree bends in the pipes, and I thought that this would actually make a difference if I could remove some of these 90-degree turns in the plumbing. And actually it didn't really do anything. And again, there might have been a 10% decrease, but I really couldn't tell. But I went ahead and I removed the air chamber and the water hammer arrestor and eliminated all of the 90-degree bends in there, like I said, hoping it would make a difference, and it really didn't. So again, to recap everything, I tried 4 different things here to reduce the water hammering, eliminating some of the 90-degree angles, reducing the water pressure, putting the air chambers on, and the mini arrestor. And the best result I had, and it's what I would recommend to anyone, it would be to install the pressure regulator. And I think most plumbers would agree with me. If you have water hammering pipes throughout the house, I mean, if you just have one pipe, you just have one water valve that is hammering, then you could probably get away with putting one of these arrestors or air chambers on. But if it's throughout the home in a variety of different spots, I think I'd go with the pressure regulator for starters. Plus, this is something you can install it on the outside. Most of them are installed where the water comes into the house. And of course, you'd have to find that. Usually it's by a hose bib, but it can be just coming into the house from the water meter. So hope that helps. If it does, give me the old thumbs up. And any plumbers out there, I'm still having a problem with this. I would appreciate any advice you could share with me and everyone else.